We're back on Buckeye Football Weekly, heading towards second half highlights. A 7-6 game at the Horseshoe, and the Bobcat trap is set here. It looks like you said earlier you'd hate to think that you overlook this one, but it's hard when you have Youngstown and then you have a game that everybody's talking about, and this is the one you have to do today.
Well, there was no question that Ohio University was talking in their locker room at halftime that we need to go out and drive that ball down the field and really tear their hearts out. And they started out, and it was a heck of a third quarter.
What were the Bucks talking about in there? Some of the concerns of how to get better within this game here.
I think it was a tale of two discussions. Defensively, we're talking about keep getting the takeaways and just eliminate a couple of the missed tackles, and we were in position most of the time. Whereas over on the offensive side, I think it was we've got to get in sync. We've got to all 11 do what needs to be done and not have the breakdowns that we had the first half. And OU, though, I know, was getting ready to come out and see if they could extend that lead.
Well, that's what both sides were talking about. And what they missed were Michael Redd with his gold medal there, Bobby Hoying inducted into the Hall of Fame, and Jeff Uhlenhake with him.
I tell you what, those are three of the greatest ever at Ohio State, and Michael Redd is a special person, and as is Bobby, and of course Jeff Uhlenhake works with our guys every day. We're fortunate here at Ohio State to have a lot of great people.
You excused him from halftime.
We did.
Okay.
We did.
All right, just to make sure. The Bucks back on the field here, and no gain on the first play that they face here in these highlights, and hard rush forces the incompletion.
Well, good pressure by Malcolm Jenkins on the corner stunt, and the ball got punted down there, and this was a pretty decent job on that first play of getting us a little bit of room, and then all of a sudden you have a miscue like this, and we fumble the football. We always say one mistake leads to another, and high snap led to a fumble, but then our guys stepped up and I think made some good decisions here. You see Todd finding Dane Sanzenbacher for a good gainer and good protection he had all day there. Here Todd runs a little option play and ducks it up for about 5 or so, and we're starting to move the football down the field. We get into the empty set, and he finds Brian Hartline to the 1-yard line, and then Boom Herron gets it into the end zone. And the 76-yard drive was a good one after the mistake that we made.
Well, certainly a way to answer. It's kind of a gut check there for the guys. They responded.
Yep, no question. And here we are in the special teams, and the big mistake was made, and boy, what a great job by Sean Lane there getting that ball before it goes out of bounds. That was huge.
And a play reviewed as well. Clean, and off the Bucks go, back on offense again.
Here we got the curl again to Dane Sanzenbacher, and it was just a base curl route with a little control route to the outside, and we're starting to gain a little confidence at this point.
And heading towards the fourth quarter with a 14-12 scoreboard, need that confidence to finish this one off.
Well, we really do. There's good push that time on the offensive line. Brandon Sane steps it up in there, and then Brandon works it in, and so now we're up ahead, and now the pressure's on them a little bit, and they try a little trickery, and Dexter Larimore and Lawrence Wilson are on the spot.
It's Harden for a loss of 1 there, and then it's Harden again, stacked up at the line. The defense is up to the task today.
James Laurinaitis, Doug Worthington, Lawrence Wilson all on the stop there. And but the one thing the Bobcats did is fight like crazy, and there's a good deflection and the interception by James Laurinaitis.
Well, that's a testament to how the guys were flying around, and certainly James Laurinaitis in the right spot there to get that tip, and back to Mo Wells on offense.
Well, it just gives you that confidence when you get that ball in the turnover, and there Mo turns the corner, and we're starting to take a little bit of control of this football game.
After this play, it sets up a 4th down and 9 for Ohio, and a play that Ray Small will review over and over again. One of the ones that Ohio State will want to see on film.
There's no question. It's we've been doing a lot better job on our special teams return game on the punt returns, but we've had some penalties, and so it was good to see one go to the house and not have a penalty, and that's a huge play for Ray Small. He's been doing a good job.
26-14, and Ray will be the first one to say no yellow hanky behind him on that one. So nicely done. Special teams, defense getting it done as well. When it's a 14-12 game, I bet it was hard to get the offensive team off of the field after scoring the touchdown because you got the momentum. They probably wanted to go for 2.
Yep.
What do the numbers say, coaching-wise?
Well, we usually say until the fourth quarter or well into the fourth quarter, get every point you can. Now, if I would have known we were going to miss the extra point, obviously we would have gone for 2. But until you get well into the fourth quarter, you just don't know how many scores are going to change, and so you want to get every point you can.
Well, that speaks to the no panic as well that the guys were feeling, or lack of that feeling. None of them. Jim Cordell said he was a little panicked when he looked behind him on the snap.
On the snap,
but
yeah.
other than that, the guy said, veteran group, we don't panic.
Well, you know, we've just got to look at the film closely, and we've got to get better where we need to get better, and you know, understand that we're heading on to Game 3, and Game 3 is against a great football team.
All right, that it is. We'll look forward to that a little bit next week. We've got our Buckeye Profile segment straight ahead. Stay with us.